Oh my god.
What?
What happened?
I don't know.
Did you not hear it?
His little...
The monster that
Thank you.
emerged?
The monster?
The monster. That's a very cute monster walking around with his little suction feet.
I hate it.
Hello, friends. My name is Jacob Collins, and you're listening to Misconceptions Maple Valley Chronicles.
The city of Maple Valley. Looking at it now, you wouldn't even know this city used to be run by gangs. The good people of this town used to go out every night with the expectation of meeting a grisly end. That was a long time ago, though. Most folks now think of Maple Valley as heaven on earth. It may have cleaned up a bit since then, but don't be fooled by its pretty cleaned up face. Maple Valley is still one hell of a place to live. People in this town still got secrets. They still got vices. And that's just what the sleepers, the people who can't really see the reality of the city, can see. They can't see the reincarnated god riding the monorail next to them, or the blood-sucking creature of the night that they cross paths with every day. That's all covered up by the mist. So yeah, Maple Valley's still got lots of secrets. Some of them dangerous. And if you go pulling at that thread, you might not like what you find. So I guess my question to you is, do you really want to risk losing everything you know to learn what you don't?
Are you ready?
Estamos ready.
Yeah, are we ready?
We're ready.
Okay. Previously on Maple Valley Chronicles, the Book Club Conspiracists were investigating the Church of Second Life. And to do that, they went to a fall festival. Ada talked with Caspian Marin, found a little bit more about their beliefs and kind of how they work. Dante looked into where was all this money from this falls festival and this give-a-thon, this charity fundraiser that was going on. Where's it all going? Because something's not adding up quite right. And Everett made a connection with Deacon of Fellowship Akahiko and was invited to the water park on Friday. Well, you all witnessed an arrest from the MSS, the Ministry of Society and Security, a secret police force, an extra-legal police force, that kind of has the right to do whatever they want as long as it keeps crime down. You went and poked the proverbial bear, and Everett was taken back for questioning, met the chief of the MSS, Chief Carrick, who then threatened her family lest she continue this investigation into the MSS. You all went to the water park. Ever went there to make some people jealous with Luca as her date. Dante was there to do some investigation and fell in love with Martha, a 70-year-old woman. I say fell in love. They rode on a swan boat around in the river. And then Ada was making connections of her own with the congregants and kind of figuring out more about how this works. And then you all witnessed the baptism of a youth in the river, and you all saw kind of this murky shadow taken away into the water as this young boy was baptized by Caspian Marin. You're not sure what that was all about, but that was where we left off last, and where we pick up now. We see a college dorm room. We see guys with shirts off, girls in bikinis. You see kegs are flowing from the top bunk onto the floor. The lights are pulsing red. There is EDM music. And I think mixed in with all these college kids, we see Everett. How do we see Ever right now? What is she doing?
Ever has her hair braided in just one braid instead of two. She's dancing with one of her like best girlfriends. She's got like some like tight leather pants on and a like tank top, then a drink in her left hand, and like her right arm is like up and she's like swaying and looking back at her best friend who has like bright blonde hair with like tinsel in it as well, not like on top but like within the hair, and she's in like a mini skirt and short sleeve t-shirt, and they are both like laughing and being silly, dancing.
Okay. And I think as you're dancing, being silly, enjoying this night, some buff dudes like are bringing a keg around, like balanced on their shoulder, and he says, "All right, you next, you next, you next," and like goes to pour the keg in your mouth.
Yeah, Ever 100% participates, like no hesitation. Starts just chugging.
Yeah, you start chugging, and as you're chugging, the camera kind of does this thing where it starts to pan to the left and go crooked a little bit. Ever eventually lets go and falls as this camera kind of falls with her, and then boom, you hit the ground. The screen goes dark. The screen comes back up with Ever laying down in the sunlight somewhere. Where does Ever wake up?
Ever wakes up in a cornfield.
Okay.
Which is just slightly, not outside of the city, but on like the edge of the city. And she is still in her like leather pants and tank top, but she also has like her makeup is completely rubbed off. She has sneakers on instead of heels now, and she has no idea where those sneakers came from. Her phone is like buzzing and ringing of like all these text messages going off of like Happy Easter and all this stuff, and that's kind of what like brings her to. And then she notices as she's sitting up that she's just got confetti everywhere on her. Like if someone had taken an egg of confetti and cracked it over her head 20 times, she's just covered in confetti. And she looks around. It's perfectly sunlight, not scary, but there's no one around her.
Yeah. And I think as you look up, there is someone there.
Oh.
And it's a scarecrow.
Oh.
And the scarecrow is like, arms flayed out, head slightly tilted to the side, looking down on you. And you just see that a little Easter egg has been like shoved into where his nose should be in like the burlap sack of his head. It's just like shoved in there.
Ever sees it. Oh, it's Easter! And immediately grabs it and opens it and pulls out the candy bar that's in it and starts like eating it as she's walking somewhere in the fields.
Yeah, you start heading. You just walk out to like the country road, the farm to market road, and just start walking back towards the skyscrapers of Maple Valley. But yeah, as Ever is making her way back, we see Maple Valley all done up for its Easter celebration. We see a large inflatable balloon of the Easter Bunny. We see behind it also huge inflatable balloons of eggs and candy. And there's green tinsel strewn in front of the businesses with like little eggs, light up eggs placed in them. And there's confetti everywhere. People are laughing and having fun. Kids have their little Easter baskets and are running around grabbing Easter eggs from the floor. Yeah, it's this huge celebration downtown. Ada and Dante, where are you at during these celebrations? Because it's kind of impossible to escape it. So even if you're trying to avoid it, how is the Easter celebration droning on in the background of whatever you're doing?
I guess I'll say Dante's in his apartment right now. Just not having plans for Easter, not a big Easter guy. But his apartment is close to downtown. So you can hear the hustle and bustle in the streets Maybe the parade will go by his apartment. So, like, there's a lot of noise outside. And he's just in his apartment like, okay, yeah. Another year, another Easter.
Yeah, I think you're trying to do something, you're trying to focus on it, and you look up and you see, like, the huge blow-up bunny's face is, like, going by your windows. Like, it's dead eyes looking in your apartment as it's drifting by. And yeah, you keep doing whatever you're doing. Ada, what about you?
You see in Ada's shop, and like she's sitting there in a chair and she's like sipping her tea, and then as the parade is getting closer, like she pops up from her chair and steps just outside to like watch the parade go by her store.
Cool. Yeah, you definitely do. And you see some kids are at your storefront, like picking little Easter eggs out of the green tinsel that is in front of your store. And there's this huge citywide egg hunt where all the businesses get involved, and like you give the eggs to the city, and the city workers lay them out the night before. It's this fantastic little thing. But you see some kids are looking up, like above your door, and you see that there are some eggs just like kind of thrown up on the awning, or if you don't have an awning, maybe like in the letters of your store. Like balanced in the little recess of the D.
They sure get more and more creative every year.
One of the kids says, "How are we supposed to get that? That's way too high. I can't make it up there."
I think I can help you, and I'm gonna go back inside, and assuming that I have like something that like helps like get the stuff off the higher shelves or whatever, and I'm gonna go back out and like help get the egg down.
He said, and the kid says, "Oh, thanks so much, lady." And he opens it up. Ah, Kittles! I love these. And he pops the Kittles into his mouth and keeps running on.
I remember my first Kittle.
You never forget your first Kittles. That's the slogan. It's not Kittles taste of rainbow. It's Kittles. You never forget your first Kittles.
I would like to note that some of the eggs have just confetti in them. Like, nothing, candy didn't make it in, just confetti. And some of them have like a quarter, a nickel, a dime, whatever. And then some
a Band-Aid.
Yes. Some of them have like random things that you might find in like the glove compartment of a car.
Car registration. Insurance information.
You know, just, you know, random things. And so there is a mixture of like, oh, cool, yeah, I love this. And like, Mom, there's nothing in this egg.
Yeah. Or, Mom, this is a broken car charger.
Thought I threw it out last week.
I have one single jigsaw puzzle piece.
I also would like to say, as Ever is like walking into where the parade is at and all of that, she's like running around with the kids, but she knows where all of the hiding spots are, but she doesn't understand why she knows where they all are. And so she's like grabbing some, or she's like picking up a kid to like get them to reach one up there, and she's like whispering hints to different ones of like, I think I see one over there under the fire hydrant, and like, I don't know how she did that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's gonna have a lot of issues with the fire stations.
There's like one inside of one of the newspaper vending machines. And like a kid's like, I don't even have a quarter. How am I supposed to get this one? And the kid's like, I got a quarter in my Easter egg. And they put it in there to get it out. And the parents are just like, why did the city hide these? Like,
do they need to increase sales on newspapers?
Yeah, okay, so yes. This whole parade. Do y'all have any plans to come together today? Are you investigating your own personal threads? What are y'all doing? Because right now you're all separate, obviously.
I have an idea if y'all are, unless y'all have a different idea.
What is your idea?
Oh my gosh. Ever's gonna text the group. Guys, all caps, period, send. I have something, period, send. And she is going to screenshot messages that she has sent to herself. She sent the same message approximately 7 to 8 times during the previous night, and all of them have the same riddle. And she sends it, like she sends a screenshot and then she copies and pastes the text and sends to the group. Where the sun meets the water, shadows dance on stone. Find the place where lost memories are kept, and there the next clue will be shown. And says, I think this has something to do with the MSS. We must figure it out. With lots of T's. Do y'all reply, or does she just just leave her on red?
I'm finishing some ramen, so I leave it on red for a little bit, and then I reply, "How would this be connected to the MSS?"
She texts back, and like, there's no capitalization in her text messaging. It's very, like, she'll send a message that is an incomplete sentence, and then like follow it up with more messages. She texts, like, I don't know.
Sounds convincing enough. Where do you want to meet?
KN ? Already there. That's what I text.
Sure, on my way.
Okay. We transition to the interior of the Kindled Nook. I think by the time you all get there, the parade has kind of filtered on, but you still see people walking up and down, visiting businesses. The businesses are having, like, I don't know, some sort of scavenger hunt where they're going around and, like, if you get it all, you get a coupon book for all the local businesses, because #shoplocal. But yeah, you all arrive, and there are other people here because it's a busy day downtown. They're all visiting the local businesses, so you walk into the Kindled Nook.
Everett comes in forgetting it's a bookstore. Ada! Happy Easter!
Could you maybe tone it down just a little bit?
Everett looks around and...
Yeah, all the people are, like, looking at you as they are, like, halfway holding books in their hands or, like, grabbing them off the shelf.
I'm so sorry. And Everett walks over and gives Ada a big hug. And you can smell
I was going
all
to say,
the alcohol.
Yeah, she reeks of alcohol.
Ada hugs her back, and then she's like, let's just go sit you over here. And she steps back into her, like, little kitchen area or whatever, and, like, makes up a quick concoction and brings it out and hands it to Ever.
Yes, I knew you'd have tea. And she's like...
No headaches?
Everett is still drunk. She hasn't hit the hangover part yet.
I see. Okay. I guess Dante shows up here and you hear that ding-a-ling-ling. And I look in, raise my hands to show, I mean, no threat. Still a thing that I've been doing ever since the incident. And I approach them and say, ladies, hi.
How you doing?
You don't call me a lady.
Student, hi. Where did you get this riddle?
I found the riddle. I don't know. The riddle showed up on my phone. From me. To me. And
You
I have it.
texted the riddle to yourself?
Yeah, I text all my thoughts to myself.
And you don't remember texting it to yourself?
No. The last thing I remember was someone... Ooh, bright lights. Flashing. And someone had a keg and handed me the hose. And that was it. That was a fun time.
Was there a fire?
I don't remember starting a fire.
Is everyone okay? Why did you need the hose?
It was connected to the keg.
Oh, okay.
Dante, come on. Give it the times. It hasn't been that long.
Everett's still looking over, very confused. And just sips her tea. Anyways, y'all want to solve it?
When did you text this to yourself?
Okay, let's see. 1:15 a.m. 1:45 a.m. 2:07. 2:15.
I thought this would be...
Wait, you texted the riddle to yourself multiple times?
Yeah.
Or line by line?
No, multiple times.
Okay.
I would think these would be right after the other. What were you texting this? And you don't remember this. Texting it that many times, that spread out?
No. It seems familiar. I've read it before. I just don't know where yet.
Okay. I don't know where to approach this because I don't know what this means.
I don't know what it means.
I don't know what it means. I want to investigate the riddle and use my professorial knowledge to deduce this.
Sure. Roll and investigate.
Shit.
And if anyone wants to use some help points to assist Dante on this roll, they can describe how they do that. And then give him that +1.
Do you have any +1s for or help points for me, Tessa?
I do, actually.
You do?
I have none.
Oh.
I don't know, like, narratively, how helpful ever would be in this state.
You texted it to yourself. If anyone's going to be helpful, it's you.
Right. I guess I'll say that ever helps in the way that, like, when you, like, as you're reading through it and thinking out loud, as you say something, Ever's like, oh, yeah, of course, that's da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
But, like, doesn't.
She doesn't know what the answer is, but subconsciously she's like, yeah, no, that's your code.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Sure. +1.
You don't have any other tags?
No, because my professor of the occult is still burnt, because I was
on sabbatical for spring break.
So.
Wow, okay.
So no. 7, 8.
8. Okay, so you get 1 clue. What do you want to ask me?
I want to ask what the riddle means.
Can you explain the riddle line by line?
Sure, okay, so what does the riddle mean? Okay, so the riddle is talking about where the sun meets the water.
Are you just going to reiterate the whole thing?
Yeah, I'm just going to read the riddle again.
To me, that speaks horizon.
Right.
Well, is my question too broad? I don't
Yeah.
also want to, like, just ruin your
No,
thing.
I don't have to give you a direct answer. I can give you, like, incomplete clues.
Smart kid. Bad judge of character.
Oh yeah, so somewhere where the sun is shining on the water. Shadows dance on the stone, so it's somewhere where there's stone. Find a place where most memories are kept. Memories are kept in monuments, in museums, in statues.
You typed lost. Did you mean most?
Yeah, I meant lost.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so has to do something with the water. The sun meets the water. Somewhere where there's a lot of stone. And something that has to do with, like, remembering something. A monument, a statue, something like that.
Okay. This, to me, sounds like the little stone bridge over the river on the old side of town.
Now, my mom never liked going there.
What does
Wait,
your mom have to do with the
I
riddle?
thought this had to do with MSS.
Ever cocks her head. I don't know.
Well, do we want to go on a little field trip?
I actively have customers in my shop right now, so I will not be going on a field trip. But if you give me another 45 minutes, I could go on a field trip.
Excuse me, customers?
Oh my gosh, you don't work here.
Today is Easter. You should be home with your families. I don't work here.
Oh, no. Do the customers are like this? Like, oh, yeah, no, you're...
Yeah. You know what?
New
You're
directive.
absolutely right. I do need
Please
to be
make
with my
your
family.
final selections now and make your way to the front of the store.
Like, is it closing time or are you going on a lunch break?
Thank you. That's what I'm thinking about. No, I mean the shop, like, it doesn't stay open all day on Easter, so, like, it is going to close in 45 minutes. That's why I said that.
Okay, sure. Okay, so they make their final purchases. 4 or 5 minutes pass by, and then you flip the store to closed.
Field trip time.
Everett, can you drive?
Why wouldn't I
Should
be able
you
to?
drive?
I think that's a good idea.
What are you talking about? Is anybody having a headache yet? I feel like I have a headache.
Yeah. Can I drive your car?
Yeah, I don't have a license.
You don't have a license? How'd you get a job?
I very publicly use public transit.
How'd you get a job?
You can have a state ID.
What? And Ever is contemplating this as she throws Ada the keys.
Clink.
You step out onto the street, and Ever's van is nowhere to be found.
Oh, I walked here. Right.
From where?
A cornfield.
What?
Where is your car or the Easter machine?
Oh, it's over on 7th across from the pizza place behind the dumpster. I had to move the dumpster to put it there. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. That's where it is. It's just like 3 blocks down, 2 blocks to the left.
Oh, let's start walking.
Okay.
Ever has already started skipping that way.
Okay. You walk the 3 blocks that way and 2 blocks this way, and you find in the alleyway, you see the public city garbage dumpster has been, like, scooted away from the wall and is, like, crooked in the alleyway, and the Eastery machine is pulled up where it should be, and just perfectly placed on top of all these black bags that are piled into the dumpster is just a sky blue Easter egg.
Who was it?
It's in the trash, Ever. Don't you think that... I think somebody's already gotten it and thrown it away.
No.
What, do you think one of us put it there?
No, who wants to have it?
Oh, who wants? I really thought you said who was it?
All right, guys. Which one of you did this for me?
Got it. Go right ahead.
Yes! And she opens it and immediately says, like, oh, I've been looking for my mood ring, and puts it on and throws the plastic egg down.
I guess.
I think Dante and Ada look at each other like, what is happening?
Yeah, what is going on? Okay.
How did your mood ring end up in an Easter egg with the town hunt?
I don't know.
You know, you're not even like a little bit curious.
I mean, I'm just really happy I found my mood ring. Look, it's yellow! Because it knows I'm happy.
Oh, I thought yellow was hungover.
Both
that what
start
I
with
am?
H's.
Okay, anyways, are you gonna drive or do you want me to drive? Because I can drive.
Oh, you're not driving.
Yeah, no, I feel much more comfortable with Ada driving. Thank you.
Okay, I'll sit on the microwave.
All right, so I'm going to drive to the bridge.
To the Stone Bridge on Old Town.
Okay, so you drive to the stone bridge that goes across town to the old town. There are a couple of different bridges that span the length of the river, connecting the two halves of Maple Valley. But this one is, as has been said, kind of in the old town. It is actually close to Garden Heights, where the flood happened. And as you kind of pull up to this stone bridge, in fact, I think the stone bridge goes from this side of town across the river to Garden Heights. But the bridge kind of like dead ends. Like there's 2 concrete barriers set up before you get into Garden Heights because it is completely submerged in water. But I think as you come to the bridge, there is a statue there. Someone kind of, it is to commemorate the Garden Heights flooding. So what do you think it looks like?
It's a stone umbrella with the names of all those that were killed in the flood. I don't know, guys. That's the first thing that popped in my head.
What an irreverent monument for this great tragedy.
Yeah, I was thinking like, shouldn't be like this big round life preserver? I was like, this is really bad.
It's just, there's like an umbrella and a life preserver
and a life jacket.
Oh my god.
These are all the things they could have used to save their lives. No. I also thought of it being a stone picture, like reenactment of the minister with the people in the Garden Heights. When he, like, back in the day when he was bad, and there's that picture of him, like, in Garden Heights.
Oh, the picture of him and Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was just a stone of that. I was just
Thinking
of random irreverent things.
Mom!
No wonder she didn't like it. That's so weird.
I would say like one of those like something where it's like hands holding, or like one of those like we're together, we are strong.
Yeah, I was also thinking like, could it? I don't know if we can incorporate that into maybe like an entrance, like sort of like an entrance to a cemetery, but like more commemorative, like here lies, and just in honor of the people.
Maybe stretching across the entrance to the bridge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like designed as this arch, but at the top there's like 2 hands that are grasping together.
Yeah.
Okay.
One is clearly a sinner's hand, and one is clearly a...
There's a halo over one of them.
Yeah, there's devil horns coming out of one pinky, and there's a halo on the thumb of the other.
Perfect.
I love it.
Clipped a little.
Clip it up.
Okay. So you come to this monument. You see the very somber monument for this great tragedy that befell Maple Valley. Maybe there's like flowers kind of strewn about everywhere. But you get out. What do you do?
I think as soon as Ever sees the hands, she immediately remembers as a child her family going to that area, and there's a park nearby, and they would have a picnic, and she would always climb up on the arch, and her mom would always give her a hard time. And so I'm gonna say that Ever like immediately goes to climb up the side of the arch.
What would your mom like say to you when you would get on the arch?
Hey, get down.
No, I don't think so. I think it would have been like, Ever, be careful, like more of that than a like you need to get down kind of thing.
Okay.
Because she is me. I am her.
Okay. Ever is climbing up the... Okay. And then Ada's going to say, Ever, be careful.
Ever, like, shakes her head, looks at Ada. Okay. And, like, keeps smiling as she, like, climbs
Does it
up.
cause, like, any, like, flashbacks or anything for Ever? Or not really?
I think since she was already in that flashback, in a sense, like, it's like it's a happy, warm feeling that kind of comes over her. And so she doesn't say, like, okay, as, like, a mocking.
Yeah.
She says it as, like, a, like, you got it. Okay.
Okay.
Dante's just looking around.
Okay. You climb up to the top of this arch, and while you're up there, you kind of see the river kind of spanning beneath the bridge. The midday sun sparkling off the water, casting this beautiful shimmering effect across the hands, across the arch. And as you're up there, you see this glittering in between the two hands.
Ever, and immediately goes, is she able to just pull out whatever's there?
Yeah, you reach in and you pull out just this sparkly Easter egg.
I found an Easter egg that the Easter Bunny left. And she opens it expecting candy.
And you see this rolled up piece of paper that I'm now giving to you in real life.
Ever is sitting, like, with her legs off the arch. She's just kind of, like, sitting on the top. And so y'all see her open up this piece of paper. My dearest Elodie, as I sit by the flickering light of our hearth, oh no, this is so antiquated.
Is it so hard to read? Is it the font?
No, it's not the font. It's the trust that I've read Old English before.
It is Old English.
Can I? I'm a professor. I don't know if y'all know. I'm a professor, guys.
Yeah, no, Ever is reading this out loud, and you can hear her say, like, oh no, those are big words. Hey, can someone help me read this?
Sure, yeah. Pass it over.
Ever.
How high would she be?
I don't know.
This
How much
is
did
an
you
arch
smoke
that
the
goes
night
like
before?
over.
Sorry.
What?
This is an arch that goes over like a bridge. So 15 feet? How tall are
sure.
bridge underpasses when you go under them? It's like 12 foot?
No, more than that. Well, it depends
more
on the bridge.
13 feet,
13,
6
16.
inches.
Yeah, it's 15. 15 feet.
Okay. Do you make it into a paper plane for accuracy?
No, I just jumped down.
Okay. From that high?
Yeah.
Do you bounce? Do you have a little bounce whenever you land?
I'm gonna jump
Very springy.
and like jump down on like the top of like a little column, like the edge of a column on the arch, and then like jump down the rest of the way.
You okay?
Yeah, why? Here you go.
She got hops.
Hey.
Okay. My dearest Elodie, as I sit by the flickering light of our hearth, the gratitude of the night becomes a somber backdrop to my thoughts, and I find myself compelled to pen these words. Do I read the whole thing?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Despite the heaviness that fills my heart, it is with a deep sense of urgency and sorrow that I write to you, my beloved daughter, for you must be made aware of the grievous plight that has befallen our family, a plight that I fear may soon touch you as well. For generations, the women of our lineage have borne a sacred mantle, a mantle that you have come to bear now that I have passed you on.
I'm bringing on a new copy with a different font.
It's really hard to tell some of the letters.
I was trying to be fancy, but it's too much.
It's nice. It's just really little.
Hello, friends, and welcome to the mid-roll section of episode 12 of Maple Valley Chronicles. I'm your host, David White, and welcome to the mid-roll, where at this very moment, depending on if you're watching this on the day of release, if you're listening to this on the day of release, I may very well be with my wife, Kari, who is, she plays Ada Belle. We may be at the hospital holding our brand new baby boy. If everything goes well, Kari is set to be induced. Well, I guess for you, let's go back in time a little bit. She was induced March 1st at 4:30 p.m. And hopefully, if everything goes well, I'm holding my brand new baby boy and my old wife and my old son in the hospital, and we're having a wonderful family moment. So hopefully that's all going well, and that's what's happening right now as you're listening to this episode. And you know what else I want to say? March 2nd, pretty important day, not just for my family, but also for this podcast. March 2nd, it is our anniversary for Misconceptions. This date, in 2017, we released our first episode of the original Misconception series, and, it has been a wonderful 9 years with ups and downs and wonderful role-playing moments and meeting so many great people, meeting so many of you, our listeners. It's just been a blast making this show, and I'm glad to have been making it for 9 years. And I'm looking forward to making more shows and playing more games and meeting more people. So, happy anniversary to all of us at Misconceptions. Also, I'm going to make this quick because, as you know, I need to get ready to go meet my baby boy. So, I'm going to make this quick. We have a Patreon. We're trying to get to $300 a month. Once we get to $300 a month, I can afford to pay our performers, our cast members, our friends, $5 for every hour that we spend recording. I really want to do that. I really do want to be able to pay people for the work they do on this show. So if you can give any amount, please go to our Patreon. The link is in the show notes. Give any amount you can, but I will say that the $5 a month level is pretty dang good. It's not super expensive for your wallet. It gives you access to all sorts of goodies like our exclusive audio bits, such as the Geek Out Geek Out during the credits of this episode. That's right. After we recorded this episode, we did a Geek Out during the credits, but those Geek Outs are only for our patrons. So if you want to hear us geek out, talk about off-mic bits, talk about character progression, and just like general feedback about the episodes that we have recorded between this Geek Out and the last Geek Out, give $5 a month and you can go listen to that Geek Out right now, as well as the rest of Season 1 of Maple Valley Chronicles. That is a lot of audio for only $5. So, if you can give any amount, please do so. That would be awesome. It would help us out so much. We've been making the show for 9 years. Can't wait to continue making it for 9 more. But I wanted to make this quick, and I want us to get back to this episode.
Can I please take over? I've read a lot.
Sure. Here you go.
For generations, the women of our lineage have borne a sacred mantle, a mantle that you have come to bear now that I have passed on. The very essence of our own family has been intertwined with this duty, corded through with twines of reverence and threads of labor that has passed from mother to daughter with equal parts pride and trepidation. Yet, as you well know, this duty has not come without its trials. It is with a heavy heart that I must tell you of the affliction that has cast its shadow over us. A malady of cruel design has taken hold of the women in our family, striking them down with a grim regularity that defies natural explanation. The sickness is insidious, draining the life and vitality from its victims until all that remains is a mere echo of the person they once were. Our efforts to combat this ailment have been in vain. We have sought the guidance of learned apothecaries and consulted with wise women of the village, but all our attempts have been met with disappointment. The remedies we have employed, herbs, incantations, and even ancient rites, have done nothing to halt the disease's relentless advance. As I witnessed this malady ravage my mother, and as my mother bore the same witness to her mother, it has become increasingly clear that this affliction is not of ordinary origin. The pattern of its occurrence and the nature of its effect suggest a malevolence beyond the reach of simple medicine. It pains me to think that our cherished duty could be the source of such suffering, but the evidence grows too strong to ignore. Each passing generation has faced the same cruel fate, and though we have endeavored to shield ourselves from it, the curse remains unbroken. I cannot bear the thought of you becoming a part of this cycle, my dear Elodie. You are my cherished and only daughter, and my heart aches to know that you might be ensnared by this cruel legacy. I implore you to be vigilant and to take heed of these words. Our family's duty has been both a blessing and a curse, a mantle of honor that now carries with it a grievous burden. In closing, know that my love for you transcends the confines of this curse, and my deepest wish is for your safety and happiness. I can only pray that, in some way, you may find a path to break free from this dark legacy. May you possess the struggles and wisdom to navigate these treacherous waters, and may you find a way to forge a different fate for yourself, one not bound by the chains of our family's sorrow. With all my love and the deepest hope for your future, your devoted mother, Elta.
As soon as you say Elta, Ever grabs the piece of paper from your hand. Elta? An Elodie? These are my grandmas. My great 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 grandmother was Elta and her daughter was Elodie.
How many generations back are we wanting to go?
Well, I can show you my family tree. It's in my van.
You just keep it in your van.
Yes.
Okay.
All of the women in my family have died. I think this is about that.
Yes. That's clear. Well, I didn't know it was your family, but it was clear that these women were all dying from the same thing. Was it cancer?
No. I don't know what my mom died of. It was after my 18th birthday.
Was she sick?
No. I don't know. Anyways, there's another clue.
Yeah, so this letter is written on very old, weathered paper, dripping ink. And then rolled up inside of the Easter egg is another piece of paper, newer, fresher, still a little yellowed and weathered. But this one is typed up and printed out as if from a computer.
Oh, look. Here's another thing in the egg. Okay. To find the next step, seek the span named with care. After the son of Harry, where a hefty toll you'll bear. Harry? Huh. I guess this doesn't have to do with the MSS.
Yeah, I think we kind of deduced that.
Why did you think it had to do with the MSS?
I just figured, why else would I text myself so many times?
Because you only text yourself about the MSS?
Well, no, but if there's a riddle, and we would have gotten the riddle from somewhere. I do remember. My mom wrote me a letter, and I got the clue from that letter. Oh. This is coming together. This is very helpful. Thank you.
What are you talking about?
My mom wrote me a letter. Here, let's go back to the van. I'll read y'all that letter.
Okay.
To the van.
And I won't.
I'm still driving.
Fine. I won't read it all on mic, but for y'all.
Sure.
So Ever finishes reading that to y'all. I don't know what changes she's talking about, but I guess I'll find out.
I mean, she did mention something about jumping, and I saw you jump from the monument.
Yeah, I've always been a good jumper.
That wasn't just a jump.
You do get a lot of joy out of giving.
Well, yeah, doesn't everybody?
No. I mean, I do. But I don't think everybody does.
I don't know. I just wish, oh my gosh, it would be so cool if man, if the Easter Bunny was real, it would be so cool to be the Easter Bunny. Just jump around and hide things for people and put things in eggs and just watch people find them and oh man.
Dante's thinking, like, the Easter Bunny? This is insane. But the part of him that's, like, so attracted to the, like, the occult and all this
I
stuff
was
is
like, but you're a professor of the occult.
like, it's just very interested. Because, like, to him, it's like, this thing has, like, there hasn't been anything deeper to this, in his opinion, like, more than just, like, folklore and stuff like that. But, like, now he's like, oh, there's so much more to this, and his interest is piqued. And he asks, like, Everett, do you have any other letters, or anything else? Any artifacts, like family heirlooms?
Maybe? I don't know. All of the women in my family, our names start with E, and then our last name is Bundt. That is a really fun fact about my family, that, like, none of the men got, like, they didn't get to keep their last names, they got to take our last name, because, like, Bundt is, like, a have to. So all of us are Bundts, the women. Woo!
So that clue.
What are you talking about?
Wasn't there a second clue?
Oh, yeah. I didn't think that we would do that right now. I feel bad for bringing you all on this one.
I know. Tessa, it's fine.
That was Ever.
I know, but
My interest is piqued.
Yeah, your interest might be piqued.
What
but
else are we
we're
gonna
at
do?
1 hour and 20 minutes. So David's gonna wrap this up any moment now. I don't know if y'all
sure.
heard the narrator that lives in the sky above us.
yeah.
Pay no attention to the narrator behind the clouds.
Did you hear that?
But at any point, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a. And that's where our episode ends. I don't know why we're in an episode.
But we shouldn't just stay here. We should keep going until we hit that.
Yeah, no, the clue was typed up. I guess that's true. Son of Harry. Son of Harry. Does Harry have sons?
I want to do another investigate. Does Son of Harry mean anything?
The son of Harry mean anything?
I read that in a book once.
Like Son of Sam. Well, Son of Sam is like a serial killer as far as I know.
Oh my gosh.
What's a span named with care? Seek the span named with care.
Weird. Really grasping on some details.
There is a toll bridge, kind of towards the middle of town.
Midtown.
And the reason it is a toll bridge and the other ones aren't is because it is a highly trafficked. Like, if you go across this bridge, it's very easy for you to get to wherever you need to go. And the bridge that goes across in the middle of the city is called Harrison's Bridge.
Son of Harry. Harrison's.
What is that? What is that bridge where you have to have the little tag to go through? What is it called?
Oh, yeah, Harrison Tollway, yeah.
Like the son of Harry? Harry's son.
That's clever.
That's clever.
Thank you.
Did you just come up with that?
No, I wrote this clue months ago.
We're really stuck on Harry, though.
Okay.
Yeah, Harrison's Toll Bridge.
To the Harrison Tollway.
Yeah.
I think with the time it took y'all to discuss that, kind of mull that over and find this clue, I think the sun has set. Ada, did you pull over to transform, or did you transform while you're driving?
I 100% transformed while I was driving.
Okay. We see
It's fine.
we see the van kind of going along, and Ada's driving, and then we cut to outside of the van, and the van like swerves off the road a little bit, hits a trash can, comes back on, and everything. And then we go back inside the van, and we see Ada Beast is driving the van.
Yeah.
What two facial expressions do we see on Dante and Ada after they saw this beast rip through Ada and transform?
Dante never.
Dante and Ever? Yeah, what'd I say?
You said Dante and Ada.
Yeah, definitely Dante and Ever.
Dante is holding every piece of, like, what is it called? No, in the car. What is it in the van?
Yeah, but the back of the van's
handle.
cleared out, yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess I'm holding, do you have a stuffy back there?
100%.
I have a stuffed bunny. I'm hugging it for dear life.
Ever, like, has wide eyes. She's leaning against the passenger window, squatting on top of the microwave that's in the passenger seat. I thought I couldn't drive because I was too drunk.
I'm not drunk.
Quick PSA, listeners, do not drive and transform.
As you're making your way down the river to Harrison's Tollway, you see a light behind you is rapidly approaching the van.
Like, flashing lights or...
No.
Like UFO, like car.
It is definitely on the street. It is a single light of a motorcycle.
Looks like we got a race on our hands.
Okay.
Ada, please no.
I'm gonna
Okay,
slow
yeah,
down a
pull
little
over.
bit so that the motorcycle can get caught up with me so that I can press on the gas for a race.
Okay. As this motorcycle gets closer, we see it's a high-handled chopper. In fact, that's a little story tag that I'm introducing. You see a person with a helmet on, a black leather jacket, their hands clasped on these high-handled bars, kind of rapidly approaching towards you. And as soon as this person gets close, you kind of accelerate to go forward. Mm-hmm. Okay, you accelerate to go forward. This high-handled chopper kind of swerves a little bit and then accelerates to get close to you again.
You're not gonna win this one, buddy.
Okay. Go ahead and let's roll a take the risk. I think this is perform a daring, risky, or outright stupid feat.
I would like to use my beast mode tag.
Okay.
And yeah, that's probably it.
Okay. You could use Ever's beat up van, but unfortunately it is still burned.
Why would you play with us like that?
I just felt the need to let you know what you could have, what you're missing out on.
7.
A 7. Okay, so you are trying to race this person. So on a 7 through 9, things get messy. Okay. So you are going to pull forward away from this motorcycle. However, it's not going to be completely clean. So, as you pull away from this person, you have two choices. One, this motorcycler gets close enough to your car to attack the van, or as you swerve to get away from him, you crash into some sort of infrastructure or something, and cause a lot of havoc along the side of the road. So you're gonna pull forward and get away, but do you cause a lot of infrastructure damage, or does this person get to attack you before you pull away?
Infrastructure damage.
Okay, so as the motorcycle kind of pulls up alongside you,
The MSS is coming for us for sure.
you floor it in the van, shooting forward, but as you shoot forward, this 2-lane becomes a 1-lane. But not before you kind of hop up onto the curb, taking out a street light. It breaks and cracks on the hood of the car. You drive into some potted plants that are there, swiping it out. Some people that were out for a stroll jump out of the way as you careen wildly, taking out some of the infrastructure, almost taking them out before you get back on the street and kind of zoom off and away. Dante and Ever, what are you doing as this is happening?
Ever is not buckled because she's sitting on the microwave, so she is trying to grab anything and everything for dear life, but she is also pumped to have an like street race with a motorcycle, and the fact that Ada is the one doing it is like mind-blowing. So Everett is like, yeah, go Ada, go over there, people, swerve.
Dante's like, it starts like in his head, like thinking like, okay, if we get stopped by cops, how the hell are we gonna explain this? We can't get stopped. He's just like doing some worst case scenario planning. Like, we have to run them, like not run them over, sorry. We have to run away. We have to like hide. This is gonna be insane to explain how a beast is driving a vehicle.
And the van plows forward, continuing on its way, and that motorcycle kind of weaves its way through the wreckage and skids to a halt as that street lamp is stretched across the span of the road, and it screeches to a stop, and we see this biker's helmet. We see in the reflection of his visor, we see the van, your red tail lights kind of zooming away and kind of turning and going down a corner street. And that is where we end today's episode. End of episode. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Maple Valley Chronicles. Our next episode will be released on March 16th. If you have social media, you can find us on Facebook and Twitter. Like and follow us at Misconceptions Pod for up-to-date information about the show, teases about other shows or content, or just to tell us what you like about the show, because your positive reactions fuel us. We also have a Discord. You can click the link below to join our Discord so that you can connect with other fans of the show and chat directly with our cast members. We also have an email. If you would like to contact us that way, you can email us at misconceptionspod.com. This show is fully supported by the generous monthly donations of our patrons on Patreon. If you would like to join that elite group of supporters and gain exclusive access to exclusive audio, please consider joining our Patreon. The Misconceptions theme song was composed by Aaron Wharton. You can find out more about his music on www.aaronwharton.com. All other music used in this episode was composed by Christopher Thomas Richardson. You can find out more about his music at www.instagram.com/Christopher Thomas Richardson. All one word, all lowercase. Ada Belle was played by Kari White. Professor Dante Nyx was played by Gian Ortiz. Everett Bundt was played by Tessa Wolford. And I'm David White, your master of ceremonies. The role-playing game system used in this production was City of Mist, an RPG published by Son of Oak and created by Amit Moshe. Thanks for listening to this episode, and keep it nerdy, y'all.